Are you missing out on extra Medicare benefits that you may be entitled to? Hi, my name is Blake McCoy with Independent Insurance Consultants. If you have Medicare A and B and have Medicaid, TennCare, Q&B, or receive extra help on your prescription, drug premium, and copays, I want to make sure that you are receiving all the extra benefits that you are entitled to. Call me toll-free today, 1-866-691-5571, and let me help you.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Linda Kilgore, State Farm.
State Farm agent Linda Kilgore is driven to save you money on your home, auto, and life insurance.
Hi, my name is Linda Kilgore. I'm a State Farm agent in Jacksboro, Tennessee. I have 32 years insurance experience. I have been here in Campbell County for about 21 years. We offer auto, homeowners, life, health, banking, and mutual funds. Come by and let us give you a quote. Doesn't cost you anything. We can answer all your questions and choose the coverage that's right for you.
Or see State Farm agent Ann Gwen Love.
If you need rental insurance, stop by and see me at Linda Kilgore State Farm.
For all your insurance needs, see State Farm agent Linda Kilgore in Jacksboro across from Walmart, 423-566-5000, 566-5000.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. If you live for the outdoors, there's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement. Polaris, the world leader in off-road innovation.
Okay, thank you, Honeybee. I'm Jerry Chadwell. Welcome to Campbell County Issues. Our little buddy RL is, I think, going to have a surgical situation tomorrow, and he just wasn't up to coming tonight. He knew that up a week ago. He knew he just said he wouldn't just be able to have his mind on the show tonight. Pretty concerned about his situation tomorrow, so. Be in prayer for RL. Supposed to have a guest. It's supposed to be here, an insurance guy. Then I guess here he comes in. So remember Ron's Golf Carts, and I think RL called it Indoor Flea Market. Used to be called the Gift Emporium down behind the Long John Silver's down there. I talked to RL a little while ago, and he told me that Ron, I'll move over here, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
Talked to Ron, and Ron's going to have 2 or 3 really good used golf carts coming in the next few days. And they're gonna be very well priced that you can afford them. And of course, Ron will fix them up, make sure they're in good condition so that you can go down there and get them, and you can feel like when you buy them, you're gonna get a good quality piece of machinery that's gonna work for you. It ain't gonna fall apart when you get it home. So go down there and see Ron. He's got all kinds of stuff. Them golf carts is a specialty. We'll get to your call in just a few minutes. So, also, Keith Clockfelter at True Value Homes. I think that's what it's called, True Value Homes up in Scott County, up there on the corner of 63 and 27. If you go up 63 and you come to a dead stop at 27, he's gonna be right there. Keith's been fiddling with mobile homes all of his life, as far as I know, his professional career. He knows what he's doing. He knows how he can help you. So go see Keith up there. You're on the air.
Before that insurance man starts, or is your sister going to start that newspaper she's talking about?
Who knows?
You don't know?
It's going somewhere else, but she just ain't, she's so busy other places, she ain't got time to come down here yet.
Oh, well, okay.
So, but we'll get into that. He's gonna be here about 30 minutes or so. We'll get into that.
All right.
Thank you. Welcome, brother.
How you doing?
It's Mark, right?
It is.
It's Mark. Okay.
It's good to see you again.
So, and you representing?
We're independent insurance consultants. We've been
Okay.
working with folks up here in Campbell and Scott County for quite a few years now, and we're independent agents. That means that we don't have a quota to meet to push any particular product, and we
Okay.
can help people understand the differences between the different companies' policies. And we work specifically with people that have Medicare or Medicare and TennCare.
Okay.
Okay, and so a lot of different types of insurance out there, and we try to be as knowledgeable and to have as many products available so we can help people make good choices. So
Okay.
we've been doing this quite a while from the standpoint of getting in, and we understand things like low income subsidies of people that are turning 65. People that are turning 65, they end up with a stack of paper on their kitchen table where they're getting all these advertisements and people calling them,
Right.
and I've literally walked in with a kitchen counter and they've had a stack like that of just all this advertisement. And the problem is when they're turning 65, they don't know what to keep and what not to keep. They don't know what's an advertisement, what's telling them about the actual benefits they have. And, I'll sit down with folks and kind of go through that and help them understand the differences between that and basically get that pile off the kitchen table and into the garbage or do something good with it if it needs to happen, and
Start a good fire with it.
well, yeah, sometimes that's what it's good for. And it's amazing how much stuff people get in the mail when they turn 65. You make some kind of a national list somewhere, obviously.
Right.
And then I'll be in there and their phone will be ringing off the hook, and we can kind of help make that process simple.
So that do not call list ain't working.
Not if you're 65.
If you're 65.
There's an undo button on that when you turn 65. But folks have questions. A lot of times people call up and they'll ask me about, well, this is my situation. All of a sudden, my doctor doesn't take my insurance anymore. What do I do? Last week, there was a big thing on the news. One of the big insurance companies is taking a big rate hike for next year. What does that mean to me? One of the other big insurance companies bought one of the other ones, Aetna and Humana. They just bought each other out. How's that going to affect me? My doctor took my plan last year and he won't take it anymore. Am I stuck, or do I have options? And that's what we try to help with. We try to make as much of that stuff as simple and understandable, so when you decide what you want, you know why you pick that one.
Okay. So, I guess if your doctor refuses, this year, my doctor takes my insurance and next year they don't, I got to move on, right?
Right. And most,
I don't have any choice.
Well, unless you want to pay cash, okay, or change your doctor, and sometimes it's hard to find a good doctor, and people don't like to change it. You know somebody
Right.
for 15, 20 years, he knows all about you. You can get along with him. And so basically what happens is every year people that are on Medicare, if they have particular types of plans, they get a chance to change their plan from October 15th, which
Right.
is right around the corner,
It ain't far.
through December 7th. And then they can they take a look at all the plans that are available. They can compare it to the plan they have now. If they want to get something different, or if something works better for the doctors they want to see, they have opportunity to change over.
Okay.
And so what we do is we sit down with people and we say, okay, here's what's coming up. Here's how this will be better than that for you if if you're wanting to do something different. A lot of times people don't want to change.
Right.
Okay, and sometimes that's a good idea, and sometimes it's not. It's always a good idea to take a look.
Right.
Yeah,
You can see what's out there, see what kind of coverage you can get for the different amounts of monies that
Exactly.
Because everybody don't have the same amount of monies, as obviously.
Well, nobody is the same. There's a
Yeah.
lot of different insurances for a lot. The reason is it's not one size fits all. You could have. I've actually had husbands and wives that pick different plans with different companies because that's what they needed.
Right.
Okay, so it's not like, well, this company A is the best and everybody ought to have that. That doesn't work anymore. There's too many
Right.
good plans out there. And if you're not working with somebody that can sit down and help you understand the differences between them and help you get the one that you want, then you may not be getting the whole picture that's available.
Right. Now, because I'm not there yet. I'm a few years away.
I got a
still
couple
yet.
years to go yet.
I'm not there, but I had a lady was telling me the other day, a lady that I was dealing with in the business I'm in, was telling me that she's got the Medicare or Medicaid. What's the difference, Medicare, Medicaid?
Okay, well, Medicare.
I don't know.
Okay, well, Medicare is the federal program that you get, and you get two parts to that, Part A and Part B. Part A
Okay.
you get because you worked and you paid Medicare taxes.
Okay.
And you're automatically entitled to that
Okay.
when you turn 65, or a lot of people get it through disability at a younger age.
Okay.
Part B is the part that covers the doctors, and that usually has a $104 premium.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of people say, well, they're starting to take something out of my check. Well, that's probably for your Part B.
Okay.
Okay, this Medicaid is the money that the federal government passes through the state to help low-income people or people that have had a real catastrophic
Okay.
illness.
Okay.
Okay, and it's possible for a person to have one or the other, and in some cases, some people will have both.
Okay, and then this lady told me I forget which one she told me she had, but then she said she had to have some kind of a supplemental thing.
She
And then
most
she
likely-
also had, I think she said a separate thing, she had to have a prescription policy.
That's right. That's right. Depending on the route that a person takes, they could have to have about 3 different insurance plans.
Okay, they don't go together when you,
Well, some of them can go together. They're the
Okay.
all-in-one plans, which is a type of plan, and then there's the supplemental, and then the Medicare, and those don't have prescription coverage, so you got to get a third insurance policy to pay for your prescriptions.
okay.
That can get really confusing, and that's really why somebody like me can help out, because we can explain.
Well, it was confusing to me the way she was explaining it, and I'm thinking, because in my health plan at my office where I work, it's all together. And
Right,
I'm thinking,
right.
why are you getting all of this separate? And so that's just the way, and sometimes that's the best way to do it.
Well, if for certain people it is. That method has been available. Your Medicare is your primary in that
Okay.
scenario. Okay, and so it pays first, and then you buy a secondary insurance called a supplement or
Right.
a Medigap. Some people call
Okay.
it Medigap. Medigap plans help pay the price difference between what Medicare pays and what you would owe.
Okay.
Okay, and there's different levels that that they'll pay, and then neither one of those pays for prescriptions, which means a person that has that situation wants a supplement to go along with their Medicare. They have to, if they want prescription coverage, they got to get a third policy and get a prescription drug plan.
Okay.
The other alternative a lot of people are moving towards is they get what they call all-in-one plan, where your doctors and your hospital and your prescriptions are all under one insurance company. And those are called Medicare Advantage plans.
Okay. So you mean that's all these years we've been paying in, our fine government don't give us anything, takes care of all that for
Well,
us?
it's getting ready to celebrate its 50th anniversary, okay? And when Medicare started in 1965, if you went in the hospital, you might have a bill for $75 or $80, okay? And your doctor probably took eggs or a chicken or something like that. That's just the way it was. Things were a lot less expensive. We didn't live as long back then.
Right.
Okay, a man that lives to be 65 65 was old back then. Okay. Now what's happened is people have lived a lot longer.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people, baby boomers.
Right.
There's a lot more people that need those benefits. And because we're living longer, that means that our health care costs have gone up because technology and the advancement in medicine, somebody's got to pay for that.
Right.
So all of a sudden, what was a good deal in 1965 and really helped out cannot keep up with the advances in medicine that we have as far as practices and the prescription drugs that are available. It can't keep up with the number of people that are living longer either. That's why we've got to have something extra.
Right.
I meet with people that have got just the red, white, and blue Medicare card.
Right.
They're shocked when they find out they go in the hospital. They got to pay the first $1,260 out of their own pocket as a deductible. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that.
Then it's 80-20. Okay. Now that's a good deal for somebody that might have had to pay $100,000 by themselves. But if somebody's got a $100,000 bill there, they pay the first $1,260, then they got 20% of that left over. That could still be $20,000. That's a lot of money.
So like my policy has a limit of out of pocket. These don't.
Original Medicare has no out-of-pocket limit.
Oh.
Yeah, the Medicare Advantage plans,
Yeah.
all-in-one plans, they all have caps on them. A little bit of difference between them, but they're all capped at what you can spend out of your pocket. Great protection.
Yeah.
Federal guidelines are the most expensive out-of-pocket could be $6,700. Okay, that's
Yeah.
the federal guideline if you want to have the all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan. Now, those companies compete with each other by altering that, and some of them are a lot lower than $6,700.
Okay. Folks, we'll take your calls. If you've got any questions for Mark, just call in here. It's been a while since, what we got
Now, I
there?
got better call Mark. I'll help you sort through that pile of paper on your desk there, on your kitchen table. We'll get it down, get you some good fire starting material for the winter. There are no bad questions. If folks don't want to call into the show tonight, please call me at the office. I'll return your call. We'll sit down and we'll talk about things.
Right. Yeah, if you don't understand something, give him a call, because, we've got, 25, 30 minutes here.
Right.
You can't explain everything, and, I'm getting to the point where I've got to start looking into some of these things. And
I'm hoping there's some of it left over for you.
I'm hoping there's, I really am hoping there's some of it left over, but,
Well, folks, my phone number, this is a toll-free number. It's 866-691-5571. I can talk with you if we need to get together. If you want me to sit down and look through those papers, try to sort through some of that stuff with you, I can do that. I can meet you someplace local. And, the other thing that people don't realize is that Campbell County is one of the counties in Tennessee where Medicare allows what they call special needs plans. Okay, a special needs plan is a type of Medicare coverage that works together with TennCare. So only people that have Medicare and TennCare qualify for that. But what those plans do is they bring extra benefits that a person might not normally get access to through Medicare or TennCare. And I'm talking about things like maybe dental care or vision care, things that folks that qualify for TennCare are usually not making much money. They're probably under $800 or $900 a month. Okay?
Right.
You talk about getting a $150 pair of glasses out of that fixed income, and a lot of those people are just duct taping
Just
them
can't
together.
do it.
Well, they're just duct taping them together, got the super glue. Okay?
Right.
Things like dental care. It costs about $100 and something to have a tooth pulled anymore. Doctor won't pull it unless you got an X-ray.
Right.
Okay. You imagine sitting there and you got 3 or 4 teeth that need to come out, and you got on a fixed income and you make them $750, $800 a month. You don't get it done. You don't have the money to. So some of these special needs plans are designed to provide those extra services for folks that are in that income category. And in Campbell County, we're very lucky because there's several companies that offer those. And if somebody has Medicare and TennCare, they got either United Healthcare or Amerigroup or Blue Cross to go along, through the state TennCare, or some people have that pink QMB card. Those are the things that would qualify a person along with their Medicare A and B, that red, white, and blue card. Those would qualify you for those extra benefits, and those companies, they provide those at no extra cost. So that's something that, folks, if you don't know about it, if you need some more information, friend, neighbor, or relative has one of those pink QMB cards, please call me up, because those benefits are sitting there ready, and there's no reason to do without.
And he said, hold your card up there.
Yes, sir.
He said, if you call him at this number, I heard him say he'll be glad to come out here
Right.
and meet you somewhere. And folks, every one of you know you go to Walmart.
Yep.
And he knows where Walmart
I know
is.
where Walmart is, and Bojangles, and Burger King, and McDonald's, and I've made the Terry's Pharmacy. They let me sit up sometimes. People will come by there. They've got a room
Okay.
there. We can meet. That's down in Jacksboro. They got that new
They
one.
got the new one down
New
there.
one down there. So, and if it's not convenient to do that, or if you've got that stack you want me to help you go through on the kitchen
Right.
table there, I'll come right to the house. I don't charge a
yeah.
fee. There's no fee for me at all.
And even if, when he goes and sets up at Terry's Pharmacy, even if you use another pharmacy, they don't mind you coming in
No,
there.
they don't either. And there's good folks at these other local pharmacies. And I'll just throw a plug in. If it's possible for you to do business with a local family-owned pharmacy, please
Right.
do, because that money helps the community out. Not talking bad about the big box stores, but a lot of that revenue doesn't stay in the community the way it does if you deal with a local business.
Most of it doesn't stay in the local community other than paychecks.
Paychecks, and I'm glad we've got the jobs and all that.
Glad
but
we got the job.
Be sure to think about doing business with one of these local pharmacies. if you can.
It's amazing. Campbell County, they say we got three things. We got banks, pharmacies, and gas stations everywhere. Gas stations, banks. We got plenty of those in Campbell County.
Well, you got banks, and somebody's got to have some money,
Somebody's
right?
got to have. We've got banks all over the place, pharmacies everywhere.
That's right.
And these folks are well staffed with people that know what they're doing.
They
Fortunately
do.
enough,
They do.
I know most of the pharmacists in town, and they know. They're good people. They're all good people. Doesn't matter which one you go to. They're all good people.
And your local people are born and raised in the area. They go out of their way to take care of folks after hours and,
Right.
and to take care of the folks here at home.
One thing I like about the local pharmacies, those people live here.
They live here, and
Some of the box stores you go to, some of those folks may not live here.
They may not. They may be
Yeah.
coming in from out of the
Yeah.
area, and sometimes you don't see the same pharmacist in there twice. And
Right.
a pharmacist is a great resource because they're a second set of eyes on things,
Right.
And they can sometimes catch things that other people don't catch. So-
Well, and that's, because I picked up some medication a couple of weeks ago for a tick bite, an antibiotic.
Oh, my
I had a
goodness,
tick
yeah.
bite that didn't heal over about a month. I had no idea what it was, and the pharmacist told me, and I'm not going to tell you which one, but the pharmacist told me, he said, stay out of the sun with this medication as much as you can.
Right.
Because this antibiotic will cause you to burn. I had
Oh,
no
my
idea
goodness.
that a medication would cause you to burn.
That's exactly
You know,
it.
so-
That's exactly
so-
it. Wow.
But anyway, so you can set people up with whatever they need. The prescription, the
The supplemental, we can look at the all-in-one plans. I work really hard so that when I'm talking to folks, we sit down and we look at the specifics of their situation. First
Right.
of all, I'm concerned about getting somebody on a high-priced plan that doesn't need to be paying that much.
Right.
There are very economical plans that work really well.
Okay.
So paying top dollar isn't always the right thing to do. A lot of people, they need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm concerned about fitting things into people's budgets.
Okay.
I'm also concerned about people's prescriptions being covered at a reasonable price.
Right.
Okay? There's 29 different prescription drug plans available in this county.
Wow.
Okay? And then the other thing, I'm familiar with the doctor network. So if you take a plan, we're going to know that your doctor takes it. Now, he may change his mind next year, we do something different.
Right.
But before we leave that day, we'll know that your doctor takes it.
You know that he's on there. You're on the air.
Hey, he needs to put that sign up under Linda Kilgore's. You can't see them numbers.
Oh, the numbers he's got here?
Yeah, Mark,
Yeah, is that better?
no, he needs to put it over under Linda Kilgore up there where you can see it.
Oh.
Well, you won't be able to see it because I'll block you with my head here in a few minutes.
All right, I can see that it spot right below there, but if he puts it over there, it's over off the screen.
Can you see
Yeah, right
them?
in there.
Can you see them numbers?
They're behind you now.
That good?
We need to get some tape.
Right it to your left, Mark.
Well, he's going to leave in a minute. I'm going to move over to the middle.
Oh, okay, well, right in there anymore then.
See?
Okay, we'll leave it there and I'll move it when I leave.
Yeah, we need to get some,
That's good.
Honeybee can bring us some tape.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Honeybee can bring us some tape, but, Mark, what you might ought to do is, thank you, buddy. Bring, a stack of cards down, or is there a stack of cards out here?
We've got some out here. I've
All right.
got them at the local pharmacies. They're
Okay.
there. You know, if you're getting ready to turn 65, or you know somebody it is, if you got someone in the family that you might think might get some information or need some information to help them out, certainly the number on my phone number on my cards, you can pick those up, but it's the same phone number as this one here.
Okay.
Now, typically, I work with folks up here. My regular scheduled day for myself is just about all day on Thursdays.
Okay.
But I've had people call me up and say, you know, I've let this go to the last minute, and I got to get something done now. You call me up, but we'll figure out a time to get together and look at things.
Okay, so Thursdays, and do you generally have set appointments that you've got? or
Typically, what I
you have-
do is you know, we'll be taking phone calls all week,
Okay.
and then what I'll try to do is structure my day so that I can, you know, see people on Thursday, and then, like I said, I'll meet somebody at McDonald's or Bojangles or something like that. But I'll tell you, 90% of the time, people want to meet in their home, and the reason why is, they'll think of something, a piece of paper that we need to fill out a
Right.
form or something like that. And oftentimes when you go meet someone somewhere, you leave something behind.
You leave- you
okay?
do.
And then, you know, if we meet at the house there, we can go through the stack of papers. Sometimes you want to have a family member present as a second set of
Yeah.
eyes, you know, on that.
And you know, and I've just, because I'm in the business and I'm in people's homes, I've been doing it for a long time, and people just feel comfortable talking about things in their house.
That's right.
That they're not going to say to you if they're sitting at a,
Well, you're sitting
you
at
know.
McDonald's, there might be somebody sitting next to you. You don't want them to know
you
about
don't
your
want them to
personal
know
business.
what's going on.
That's
You know,
right.
so
That's
so
right.
he don't mind coming to your house, folks. And you know, how long you been doing what you do?
I've been doing what I do for 8 years
8
now.
years,
I've been with
okay.
independent insurance consultants for 6 of those years.
Okay.
And we just really like to try to help people. We try to make this as simple as possible without leaving out any important details.
There you go. So he's got cards. He said he's got cards here at the station, at several of the pharmacies.
Several of the pharmacists we have them, and of course we do mailings and things like that from time to time. We've co-hosted a couple of events and participated with, like in Terry's grand opening, where they
Right.
invited us to come up for that, and so you'll see us around at some of the events and things like that too. And don't be shy, because I don't charge a fee. You're not obligated to do anything with me. If I help you understand something better than you did before you met me, then I've done what I really wanted to do,
Right.
and that was to try to help out.
And that was important what he just said, folks, in case you didn't catch it. Doesn't charge you one dime to sit down and talk to you, okay? I know in my business, one thing is folks are always asking me, do you charge me to come out? Do you charge?
Right.
And we don't charge to go out, and he don't
Nope.
charge you to come out to your house and sit down with you, okay? You know, when you're in customer service like he is, like I am, you know, you're in the business to help people, you know? There might be times that one of the programs he's got is not for you.
That's right.
But he's got a wide variety of programs that probably 95% of the time, he's got something that'll work for you.
You're exactly right.
You
I
know?
would rather a person get the right fit for them, even if it's something I don't have. Okay. Now, the way that I make my living, the insurance companies pay me if somebody signs up.
Right.
Okay. So it's not like I'm just out here doing this, you know. But at the same time, if you need some information, and it happens to be information about, say, a company that I don't happen to represent, but
Right.
I know about that. I
Right.
can't keep up with all of them. I'll send you to somebody. I'll get you a phone number. I'll find an agent that sells that it'd be somebody that I would want to do business with.
Right.
And we'll help you get that one way or another, even if I can't do it myself.
And I know when you look, folks, when you're sitting out there, I know when you're looking at salespeople that come into your home, and he's a salesperson.
Yep.
Okay, he's
I
a
am.
representative of the insurance companies. But you know, one thing that people sometimes think about, Mark, I know this, and you've probably encountered this. People think, okay, I've got this nice house. He's going to come base his fee on what my house looks like, what my cars look like. His fees are set up. It doesn't matter, does it?
The most important thing to me, and I'll tell tell you how I like to do business with folks, okay? If I help you make a decision that fits you, fits your
Right.
doctor network, fits your preferences, fits your budget, if I take care of you in such a way that it meets your needs and it's personalized, chances are you may refer somebody to me.
Right.
Okay, so you're going to say, hey, this guy took care of me the
Right,
way.
absolutely.
Okay, and then I would rather have a referral than just send you on a wild goose chase with a real expensive product that was way more than you needed.
Right.
Now, if you need something expensive, it'll be because that's your health situation demands it or your doctor network demands it, and sometimes that's just what we got to do. But
Right.
it's not what I want to do just because that suits me.
Right. Yeah, I'd rather have 10 customers paying a smaller fee than one customer, because, and that's one of the things I was getting at. When you're in a customer service business, folks, it's important to take care of the customer as much as it is to make a living.
Exactly right.
Because, I've been always about this philosophy, and I bet you are too. If I take care of you, the living will take care of itself.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
so the most important thing is to take care of your needs, and that's what he's been talking about all the times he's been around here, the times I've talked to him before. That's the most important thing, is to take care of what you need on your situation, and he's got a plan to do that somewhere down the road.
Somewhere down the road. Now, here's the thing that's interesting. When you're in this line of business, I do not have a crystal ball.
Right.
Okay? There's any number of things that could change. Your doctor could move out of the area. He might decide he doesn't want to take your plan anymore. The plan could change. Your income could change. Your health could change. We don't know what's coming down the road, but when we're sitting down talking today, we're going to do the best job we can at finding the right fit for you right now.
Right.
But I am available on down the line when you need something changed.
Right.
Okay? I'm not coming into Campbell County up out of Knoxville or over out of Chattanooga or down out of Cincinnati, and you'll never hear from me again. And I know
Right.
I've talked to people that's happened.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, something's different about my life. Where's my agent at? I can't get a hold of him. Okay?
Right.
That's not the way that I like to do things. If you're going to be on something, you're going to work with me, I'm here to help you out. And if we need to change something or something changes with you and we need to take that into consideration,
Right.
give me a call. Give me a call. That's what we do.
Right. So, Honeybee, are we ready? Okay, folks, we're going to take a break, and Mark's got some cards. Maybe he can leave me some, and I'll make sure we can get in touch with him. If you want to call me, most of you got my number. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Are you missing out on extra Medicare benefits that you may be entitled to? Hi, my name is Blake McCoy with Independent Insurance Consultants. If you have Medicare A and B and have Medicaid, TennCare, Q&B, or receive extra help on your prescription, drug premium, and copays, I want to make sure that you are receiving all the extra benefits that you are entitled to. Call me toll-free today, 1-866